What's up, everyone? It's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates. Otaku Tuesday is back. And yes, we don't have a lot in the squad tonight, but that doesn't mean we don't have a lot to talk about. So everybody, what's going on? How are you doing, Bo? Welcome back to the show.
Doing good. A lot
and yes,
happened
we don't
today.
have a lot in the...
Oh, sorry.
Technical issues.
Threw me off. I'm like, whoa,
that was me. Sorry, I just was turning on YouTube so I could talk.
Oh, gotcha. I've seen a lot happening on YouTube, not YouTube, on Twitter. So I guess we could get into that today. A lot of good announcements and a lot of cringy announcements. So I'm just excited to get into this.
And you know the three of us are great at covering those topics. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that tonight. Nick, how are you doing?
I'm awake. Being blatantly honest, I'm awake.
Well, we do have a lot to talk about, but before we get into that, let me remind everybody, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted when there's a new video. So what do we want to start with first? Do we want to get into the news stories or the manga announcements?
Some of the manga announcements I was pumped for.
Yeah, let's go for it. I'm going to go in blind.
Okay, so these are Kodansha Spring Announcements. I don't know if they're new licenses, but they're just... I'm going to go with Spring Announcements because I've made that mistake before saying they're new licenses and they turned out not to be. Alright, so some of these are manga, some of these are light novels, some of these are digital series. So we're going to start with the Yakuza's Bias. I like the art already. Looks interesting.
Yeah.
A Yakuza enforcer becomes the gang world's biggest K-pop stan in this cult comedy manga that went from webcomic to sleeper hit in Japan. Perfect for fans of Way of the House Husband, Phantom of the Idol, or Spy Family. I don't know if Spy Family is what I would go with, but it does sound like a little bit of an interesting premise. I am more than happy to try to give it a chance. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that I'm at least buying volume 1 on that one. That sounds like a good, wholesome little comedy thing. Like Way of the House Husband. It's and Spy Family. I wouldn't say are fantastic and groundbreaking, but something that you get to sit down and wind down with.
Yeah, just have fun and laugh.
Yeah.
See, Way of the House Husband, I did enjoy for a while. It was really good, and then it just got very, very repetitive and boring. I think I stopped at. I switched my stuff around. I think I stopped at volume 5. Mm-hmm. And Spy Family's cute and fun, but like this, I hate K-pop, so I'm not gonna even bother with it. Not gonna lie.
He's like, no K-pop for me.
I'm interested.
But one of my picks says K-pop in it, so I don't know. I could be wrong. If you guys bully me into it.
You really gonna...
We'll give it a try and see what it's like. And they have a light novel, too.
Oh. I would say provided... Yeah.
So cute.
Okay.
Nice. And
lovely Moko.
Well, one more thing on the other thing. I think for me, if it doesn't, as long as it doesn't get repetitive again like the others, I think I'll stay with it. It's got to have some kind. It's got to be going somewhere, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have an anime announced. If not, it ain't nothing. Oh yeah, we could swear again, but I just like being squeaky clean. You know they repealed that, right?
Did they?
Yes, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the person dropped out of YouTube, they changed the law. So Nick is free to curse again.
I am the law.
Oh, so Susan, Mama Susan's no longer here?
Yes, Susan Worcestershire sauce isn't there anymore.
All right. Next up is a cutie little dog manga, lovely Muko.
So we switched away from Gats.
The Happy and Daily Life of Mutko and Kamasutsa, Volume 1. It's a story that depicts the lovely everyday life of a glassmith and his pet dog. His dog's wish is that Komasura could become a Shiba breed dog.
Okay.
Okay, you lost me on breed dog.
Yeah.
So I guess he wants to breed them.
Art looks like trash.
Yeah, the art doesn't look great at all. The story doesn't seem that interesting. It's got to be really funny for me to pick this up.
Yeah, it looks like it might be cute as an anime that you'd like check out once in a while, but
for your kids.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Now I know this next one Nick is excited about.
Yes.
I did watch the anime to this, and I was interested, but that was a while ago, and I stopped for some reason. I think it had some kind of break, but
Yeah.
it looked good.
They had, I think it was 25 episodes. I never finished it, and then I went to, and like back in the day, Crunchyroll had it, but it like wouldn't load the last two for me. But it's on the 26th volume currently. I think it came out like 5 or 6 years ago. It's really good though. It's basic. The premises behind it is sorry, I'm dying. The premise is basically everyone, I think over the age of 12 or 14, died from like a virus, but it was engineered by vampires. And the kids are growing up, they're all slaves to vampires. And these two kids ended up escaping. And you end up finding out later that one of them didn't escape. He got caught by vampires, turned into a vampire, and the other guy's a vampire slayer. And then they have to rebuild the world, and it gets kind of spicy where it's kind of like, fan servicey where they have to sleep with each other to survive because they're getting older now. And also they make contracts with demons that are in their weapons. So it's different, but it's really good.
Yeah, I do like the cover already.
This is going to be a spin-off.
It's like a very long name.
Seraph of the End, Gurren Ichino's Catastrophe at 16?
They Surf spinoff.
Yeah, a short while before the apocalypse, 15-year-old Gurren enrolls at Shibuya High School, a magical training school. Witnesses trials as he must hide his true strength even as he is trampled on at a school for the insufferable privileged. Previously released light novels, now in manga format. Oh.
I need to pick up the original series because I can only imagine that I'm only... What's the anime in? Like 14 volumes of manga? What?
Or it's at 26 for the manga, and the anime just had one season and never went anywhere after that.
Oh, shoot. How many volumes do you think it goes over?
I can look right now, but I know it's probably going to be like 30.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's over. There is another spin-off too, but...
All right, what's the next one?
All right, next one is...
right now there's 29 volumes, 24 episodes. Was it canceled?
Ooh.
Nothing. Oh, that's for the anime. Still ongoing. Yeah, it's still ongoing.
All right. It says light novel, but this one also has a manga and light novel.
Yeah, I've seen it around.
Saving 80,000 gold in another world for my retirement.
Sounds fun.
Why not? One day, Mitsuha falls off a cliff and is transported to medieval Europe-type world after a near-death encounter with a pack of wolves. She then realizes that she's able to transport between two worlds, this one and her own. Taking advantage of this ability, Mitsu decides to live in both worlds and calculates that she'll need 80,000 gold coins to be able to retire. Mitsu now has to come up with different ways to collect her gold coins.
Interesting spin on the isekai, away to and from.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I love isekai. I'm a sucker for it, but
yeah, me too.
Time travel stuff usually gets really sticky and stupid. But then again, that's because I'm so used to like Marvel and other stuff where like you can ruin everything and just backwrite everything if you don't write yourself in a corner and you just create a MacGuffin. It's kind of stupid. Hey, Nocturnus. Hey, Moonbeans.
Hey. Well, is it back in time in her world or back in time in a different dimension? Yeah, I watched the first couple of anime on this one. Dropped it. Boring. Oh,
probably Seraph.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what's
all
next?
Right, next one.
Prophecy Omnibus Edition.
Okay,
Newspaper mask. Yeah, interesting already. A newspaper mask vigilante who broadcasts his acts of vengeance before committing them. A newly formed police division tackling the new frontier of internet-based crimes. As the sun rises on the era of information, can a group of people who could find themselves at the bottom of the food chain rattle society through the web and avenge a falling friend?
Sounds cool, but it just like reminds me of like some like early 90s, early 2000s type of crap. Just too boring.
Well, I wonder when this really came out because it says it's an omnibus, and it could be like early 2000s.
It's got to have some really good writing for me to stay interested in this. Because I think I'm with Nick with how he feels. Just I'm willing to give it a chance. It's just I would expect some really good writing.
Mm-hmm. Interesting cover.
July 2011.
Yeah.
So we got some time.
Yeah, it was in Jump X, so it's got to be for adults.
All right. Cross-dressed for the IRL meetup. Coco has made 3 best friends in her online game, and she's excited to meet them in real life at a dessert cafe for the first time. The only problem, she's actually a man who's been lying to them. What begins as a tense manga about online life quickly turns into a lighthearted comedy about friendship, gender, and forgiving yourself and others.
I think we were back in the 90s again.
This seems like it's perfect for our woke times, and I respect its pronouns.
I think it would be fine. It just reminds me of the 90s too much.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's
Or
like
2000s,
really just
right?
if it's just he's dressing up like that because he's afraid to tell him he's
Well,
a guy.
would you just gender him? You can't do that.
Cancel me.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Carrie
Do
lives
whatever
on
the
the
fuck
edge.
you want. Shit, you could. Never mind. Okay.
Moving on.
Yep.
Uh,
I think I've seen this before. Like the little girl that's cute, but it's like weird art style.
It's weird enough. It's interesting for me.
It's a Sugumi project. In the far future, a soldier named Leon is taken from his family in a trumped-up charge and dropped into a suicide mission. Recover a dangerous weapon from a deadly place. A place ruled by a huge,
Irradiated.
mutated monsters.
Irradiated.
Okay. A place once known 200 years ago as Japan. He and his teammates aren't expected to survive this place. One of the scant pieces of information they have is the weapon is named Signami. Okay.
Hell's Paradise?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Oh, I loved Hell's Paradise. It was so good. I can't wait for the anime. When's that come out?
Yeah.
Next month.
Oh, really?
Really? I heard also Go-Go Loser Ranger's already out. I didn't know that.
No.
No,
What?
That's what someone told me.
I saw the teaser was.
That's what, I don't know, one of my DMs, one of the kids that I play online games with all the time, he said that it was out, and I was like, I don't know. Super tactile keyboard. I hate those.
Sorry, I forgot.
You sound like every podcast is like,
Sorry,
let me be Google analyst.
It was free.
I
with
am
the,
interested
with the
in the
computers.
art on this. The art does look interesting.
Yeah, that's what kind of brings me into it.
Based
Like,
off-
what was it? Baz, I think it was. She posted that one story called Scurry. It was like a kind of a children's graphic novel about the. It shows the cat and the mice trying to live in a world without humans.
Like mouse.
It's actually really good, and I've been reading it to my kids, and they really love it. But yeah, that's what the animation looks like. It reminds me of.
Wait a minute, you don't read your kids berserk to go to bed? You're a bad parent.
I can't imagine Nick with
Debatable.
kids.
It'd be awesome. I wouldn't read that around
It would
kids.
be like my dad when we were kids, because my dad would he worked down the city, so we only saw him mostly on the weekends. So he'd be like, "Honey, I'm taking the kids to the drive-through." So she would think we'd be watching some type of Disney movie, but be sitting there watching like a
Horror
3-movie
movie.
series with Conan. And...
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Like my
wow.
parents, they didn't get, like my dad would take us to the movies like, what sort of shit did I see that I shouldn't have? Like Mimic, Starship Troopers, like that was stuff that I saw as a kid. I loved horror. My dad didn't mind it, so I was like, all right, this is cool.
We saw one of the sequels of The Evil Dead. I remember that.
Oh, Army of Darkness was my
shoot.
favorite as a kid. Like
Yeah,
that is
Army of
one
Darkness. That was the one. The
that
only
is-
thing is it sucks watching it in a drive-through because you barely see the screen because most of it's set at night. So you're like,
True, it's really dark. Like I missed the drive-in. I think the last time I went to the drive in my area was like 2 years ago. But like it went up in price. But then again, if you have a family or a bunch of friends, like they serve booze now, but before we used to drink there. But I think for like $30 you can get a carload, and like it has 2 or 3 screens. They may have had another screen, but you can't beat it for like $30 for a carload of people.
Oh yeah. My uncles introduced me to horror, and the first one they introduced me to was The Evil Dead 1. So I was scarred.
Pussy. My
My
first was Aliens. Like when I was at my uncle's house, they had a black box, and we were watching it at one of my cousin's birthdays, and it scared the shit out of me, but I loved it. And that's why like I love Xenomorphs.
mine that scared the shit out of me, but I was really young when I watched it, was Nightmare on Elm Street, because I really thought somebody was going to come into my dream and kill me.
I like
ruined waterbeds for me.
what was another one that like freaked me out? Oh yeah, that was great. Or just like falling asleep in the tub. Like Freddy was just so cheesy. Like I always laughed. I guess I was a sick and twisted child. Like, I just love horror movie because it's a good comedy for me. I'll segue into like, speaking of good comedy, John Wick 4, fucking amazing. Basically,
Hey,
it's,
I
I'm not going
swear
to
to
spoil
God,
it. I'm not
you
going to
say
spoil it.
that, you always drop stuff, and I will
I'm
reach
not.
through my monitor.
All right, so it starts in Japan, so you get some Japanese action for a good hour. What? Okay.
Donnie
I'm
Yen
just-
is in it. I know that's
I'm
enough
just
right
saying, you
there.
get Japanese, that's fun. Then you get like New York and Europe, and it's just headshot after headshot after headshot after headshot, and just like good wholesome murdering. There's sword fights. There's even a
Also,
pencil trick in it again, like in a dog,
There's always a dog.
a different dog, but
It
yeah,
better be a
like
dog. Oh yeah.
in the way it ended, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
So, do you think John Wick is going to become the new Fast and the Furious? Like it's going to keep going?
How it ended,
Run
I
into
don't
it.
know. It's I'm not spoiling anything. It's just it could be open ended if they want to make that bag. But I heard Keanu said that he may not be coming back.
Well, the guy's
He's done for now.
Yeah, he's up there. I mean,
Mm.
granted, he milked that for a good portion, and I don't blame him.
Oh yeah.
Well, he had to do the Matrix 4, which was a hot pile of dog shit. Like that was
Yeah, you
so
can tell
bad.
he did not like being in that movie.
And I loved the Matrix growing up.
Yep. I think a lot of us did.
Another franchise murdered by Hollywood. Oh.
No, that's the Wachowski. One of them.
Yep.
Mm.
Surgery room.
All right.
Surgery
Surgery room. Now, I do like the art on this cover too. So
Seems
this
kinda
one is,
shoujo-y.
but yeah, it says, but you couldn't have known. A mysterious encounter in the surgery room leads back down the paths of memory. After a young woman refuses anesthetics to protect her secret, Kyoto Yuzuma's 1895 classic is a mysterious, wrenching tale of doom, love. Oh, doomed love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gives me like Ito vibes.
Yeah.
I need something more because it's not
Is
capturing
it
me
a
at all.
novel?
It says
So
novel.
it's probably like an adaptation of like
Yeah.
the H.P. Lovecraft stuff, like Cthulhu and like Under the Mountain stuff like that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still wanting to read those because those look interesting enough.
I love Cthulhu shit. You know who does really good cosmic horror stuff like that? Ben Templesmith. I don't know if you read comics. He does a lot of Cthulhu inspired, like weird, trippy, like art. It's got like the Ralph Steadman vibe where it's hand painted and not everything's perfect and it's gritty. Like it's pretty nice.
Mhm.
All
What's
right.
next?
That's a no.
This looks kind of cool.
Welcome to Demon School, Aruma-kan.
Okay.
Aruma Suzuki has always been eager to please, even at the cost of his well-being. Worse yet, he's the son of two selfish parents who end up selling him to a demon. Thanks to their total irresponsible actions, Aruma has found himself living in the netherworld, where he must live and attend school as the grandson of an older demon. Luckily, his new doting grandfather is there to help, but Aruma will have to figure out how to blend in with his demonic classmates or risk getting eaten. All he needs to do is subjugate rival classmates, summon familiars, and do other typical demon things while never revealing that he's human. Piece of cake, right?
All right.
I
I
kind
like
of
the
get
stakes.
Mashal vibes.
It's just like the typical high school demons mixed in with some other genre, slice of life, whatever.
Yeah. I'm still interested. I think it sounds like it might be at least a decent read for volume 1, so I'll give that one a chance.
Yeah, it sounded like the pitch for The Promised Neverland, Demons That Eat Kids. I'm like sold. Which I never
can see
finished
this as
reading.
an anime.
I sold all mine to Laura because I was just like, I'm not gonna read this. Whatever, here you go. I gave her a good deal.
He wants the box sets.
No, the media mail to ship it was only like I think $12 for every single volume.
Huh.
Oh no! It wasn't the Promised. Was it the Promised Neverland? No, it was. Yep, sorry. I still have the Promised Neverland. I'll sell it. Toilet-bound Hanoku-kun is what I sold, but that was 14 volumes, so it wasn't bad as media mail.
Okay.
I haven't gotten into that one. I haven't tried reading that.
No, I bought them and never read them. I'm trying to declutter slowly.
I might get the Promised Neverland box set, but I'm still waiting for a Black Clover box set.
You've been waiting a while.
That's another series I've
I
never
know.
read. Black Clover.
I started reading it digitally on Shonen Jump, and I did find it very interesting. People kind of compare it to Naruto, but I think it's actually better.
Well, Naruto is
I've seen some parallels, and I would say I've grown to really love it. So I'm over 200 episodes in.
I think it develops nicely.
Yeah.
What, Black Clover's over 200 episodes?
Yeah, it's
Holy
Like,
shit.
what are they up to? Volume 30 something in the manga?
Yeah.
This looks like a fun. What's up, Sage?
Hey,
He actually stopped by and we just
Sage!
crapped on something he likes.
Which one was it again? I already forgot. Oh,
Naruto.
Yeah.
I don't totally hate Naruto. There's like but after a while, I kind of felt like we're okay. You dropped the ball and you're like gone off the.
So we were saying canceled, but that's on permanent hiatus. Boruto, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sucks so
which
bad.
it
No one
should
wants
be.
to read it.
Yeah, but
Which it
stuff
should
has bounced back, but I don't know about that though.
It's
right.
personal taste. Okay.
Black Clover over Naruto. That's our hot take. Yep.
I watched all of Naruto. Okay, I read all of Naruto.
I haven't seen. Naruto was just full of
Naruto.
filler. Like minutes. No, I would say with Black Clover, the only thing I didn't like about the anime is that they have recap episodes. So I guess that could be a good for someone's.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like the Bleach.
But it's only one episode that they'll do that with, and with on the other hand, Naruto will have an entire arc of no more hot takes on something on the covered. But you know what I mean. Naruto just kind of went all like for like 30 episodes, went to some other story that nobody cares about. It's like, hey, get back to the regular story.
Hey, when you write
when I started the One Piece anime, there's a website that tells you where the filler episodes are and where to skip and start again. So that's what I do with One Piece. I don't watch the filler.
Send me that info.
Fake fan.
Yes.
Fake fan.
Because I'm about to buy box set 4 because that thing's at $106 on Amazon. I'm like, I haven't gotten there yet, but that's a good deal.
Yeah.
One Piece.
All right, so
this looks cute.
One Piece.
I'll buy this.
Medeko.
Okay. Medeko Kurioa is impervious to my charms. Mona is the cutest girl in school, and she knows it. In fact, she worked hard to make her high school debates successful. But no matter what she does, she can't seem to catch the eye of stone-cold stoic Medeko Kurioa. Still, she's not about to give up that easy. Medeko, on the other hand, has been raised at a temple and was told never to become close to women. Who will win in this heated battle of wills? Coming to print.
I might look at one episode because it seems interesting enough for maybe one. That better not be a long series. It better be like
Sage,
2.
that's what the site is called. Thank you.
Oh, what's the site called?
One Piece.
Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. I thought you were making a joke.
One Piece.
This does look kind of cute.
Yeah, I'd read it.
Look kind of cute.
Since I'm, family wholesome now and I love my rom-coms, I'll probably read it.
Hey, I'll check out one.
I only have
the next
2 rom-coms on my list.
Hey, here we go. I like this one. Twilight out of the focus. No, I'm kidding.
No comment. Just no comment. I will get canceled.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Just not for me.
Twilight out of focus. Second years Mayo and Hishawi make 3 promises that Mayo will never tell anyone that Hishawi. I am not making sense with these.
Do you want me to read this?
Yes, please. Go for it, Nick.
Second years Mao Tiyashiki and Hisharu Otomo make 3 promises. 1, that Mao will never tell anyone that Hishai is gay and has a boyfriend. 2, that Hishai will never think Mao in that way. And 3, that he'll always knock before entering. I probably walked in on some like dirty stuff. Yeah, I'm into it now. Look, yeah. Wanna watch you.
We keep talking about the 90s, and it was like this is something we just grew up with in the 90s. Stories like this is like we're kind of out of it.
Super top. Anyways, in some cases, having some private time. Oh, see, I was just being a jerk about having some private time. The 2's ground rules should ensure peace and life together in their dorm, but it's so tiny to read. Life is never simple as it should be. And some are not really. So what? I can't read anymore.
What are you reading?
Some things are not easily promised. Coming in print.
I bet you it is.
All over his face.
Art is cool.
And they stole like the Twilight font. I hated Twilight. That
I know,
shit was
me
just
too.
so bad.
I feel like
I
Nick
think I
can't
lost
see
a
me.
friend over that.
Well, I love vampires, but like I preferred Underworld over that, and I also played World of Darkness for years, so
A Condition Called Love.
I'll try it, but like you can usually tell by the art style of like how cute or how comedy this is gonna be. This seems like it'll be really wholesome and not comedic, just more of like a romantic type of thing. Can we get Grimstorm's thing off my face? I'm hidden. I want to show off my beautiful face.
Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, so this one is Hatoro doesn't need a boyfriend, but an act of kindness to a classmate going through a breakup opens a door she never thought to step through, and everything begins to change. A sweet new shoujo romance manga from the creator of Wake Up Sleeping Beauty.
Huh? Yeah, no, thanks. I'll pass.
Probably not going to get it, but yeah.
Oh, Moonbeam says it's cute.
But then again, I've shit on so many different series. I'm like, I'll never read that. I'm like, oh wow, it was really cute and wholesome, and I liked it. So I'm not saying no to it yet.
Okay.
Hey, when Nick, you want to get it from me? Then sure, I'll check it out.
All right.
The Great Cleric.
This sounds lame.
One man's story of turning blood, sweat, and tears into a successful living, literally, after his untimely death as the hardest working salaryman in Japan. We know this is going. Is reincarnated into the magical fantasy world. Galadriel. Always the man with a plan. He recreates himself as a healer and sets about the making of I Don't Care Anymore.
This sounds generic as fuck. Like, I'm not going to read
it. I was about to say, I've read like 1,000 of these.
Y'all like isekai? Well, here's a really cute guy with white hair, and his best friend has black hair or blue hair, and we're going to change stuff around. And he's a healer.
He's from the regular world, but he was killed, and now he's reincarnated into this world.
This is basically Mr. Bean, that Mr. Bean meme where he's trying to copy. That's basically this.
I don't like anything with healers or like clerics besides Redo of Healer, but I mean, like, this just sounds really bad.
It set the bar too high for you?
Yeah, like, just nothing ever live up to that hype. It's so good they won't even print it in English.
God, that's so
My brother has watched the anime, and he's like, have you watched this? I'm like, and he doesn't really like isekais.
I have it in Blu-ray.
Jesus.
Well, do you watch the edited or unedited? Because the edited's really bad. Like, they don't show any penetration, but like it just pans up, and you're like, and it's 5 minutes of him just doing horrible things, and it just pans up, and I'm like, okay.
Okay, damn it, Nick, you sold me a Blu-ray. Damn it.
I bought it off the who does the really cheap sales every couple months?
Is it Right Stuff?
No, it's an anime producer. Like, they do all the weird spin-off stuff that no one cares about.
Funimation?
No. Anyway, they have High Dive. Same company that does High Dive.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Next one.
Puppies.
Am I Actually the Strongest? The fast and funny action isekai manga about a newborn whose power is literally unfathomable is perfect for fans of make unique skill makes me OP even at a level 1, the abandoned reincarnation sage, and the strongest sage with the weakest crest. Already a digital hit and is now coming to print.
This sounds like a ripoff of Mushoku Tensei.
Watered down short bus one. Yeah. Oh,
did you say down short bus? What?
Watered down short bus.
Okay. No. That is not appropriate, okay? We don't say things like that. We now say, what is the neurodivergent? That is the only thing that's acceptable.
I can't keep up. What did Twitter say today?
Oh, hey. That does actually list the world's best engineer. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm nerdy enough. I'll check that one out. That actually sounds interesting.
Yeah, we're moving on. This one's like...
Yeah, nah.
Tower Records is still around? I thought that went out of business years ago.
I know, I was like, no music,
no
life. Maybe they're just digital.
Yeah, I was going to say online or like... Yeah, who even buys physical CDs?
Tower Records, please buy our stuff.
Wait, okay, I know that people buy records now, but like, when's the last time you've seen someone with a car or a CD player? Nobody.
Maybe they now sell anime. That's why they're on the side.
All right. Quality assurance in another word.
No, nope, skip it. No. Just no.
Hey,
art looks like trash. I don't care. It's another isekai. It looks like my 5-year-old cousin did this, and he's like, I made art, Mom. And you're like, yeah.
I don't know. I might want to. I don't know. Okay, go ahead.
You want me to skip it, or do you want me to read that?
Let's skip it. Let's skip it. Yeah, because
Desert Eagle.
Okay, it's got my attention.
He's got a pompadour, so I'm not reading it.
What?
Ichigo Washio is a young man with a bright future. A bright future, that is, with the gangs of Shinjuku. When he meets Ringo, a fellow student hell-bent on revenge on those who took everything from his mother, the generous Ichigo doesn't think twice about helping Ringo, even when it means it'll pit Ichigo against men he has looked up to his whole life. But Ichigo knows he's in the right, and with his new friends and a healthy dose of stupidity to guide him, he's ready to return justice to Shinjuku's streets. From the author of Tokyo Revengers.
You know it's gonna end badly.
Yeah, I'm still gonna check it out.
I was about to say,
Did you like Tokyo Revengers? We're gonna make them older.
I haven't finished it, and I've heard about it, and I'm almost dreading getting to the end of it. But
July 5th, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot! So it's out.
Probably was released in digital on that day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, what's up?
I'll check it out.
Another
My
love
Wonderful
story.
World.
Looks boring as anything.
You're like, it's the cover says nothing.
Unless he kills people with those words, like in.
No, I'd be into it, dude. Like Death Note is some next level shit where he's just like writing letters and the letters just come and attack people.
Yeah.
I'm into it. You sold, dude. That's we just wrote a manga right there.
Yeah, we did.
There we go. Quick, copyright it.
Where can I get the Dogman artist?
Shinobu Asakura has never been able to read or write, and not for lack of trying. It's made getting and holding down jobs difficult, and he's constantly berated by people who think he's simply slacking off when he's just trying to keep up. But a chance meeting with a cafe worker who introduces a new world after killing him to Shinobu's vocabulary, dyslexia, may just change. Oh, is this another one of those? Oh, this is something you're going through. It's like
you have a disability and it's supposed to tug at your heartstrings. Like, I don't care if the motherfucker can't read. That's on him. People can overcome it. Oh, and Elite said it was Sentai Filmworks. Thank you. And I'm not trying to poo-poo anyone that is dyslexia. It's just for comedy reasons. I'm sorry. All disabilities are real, even if you believe you're something else, like I'm a T-Rex.
My maid, Miss Kishi. Art looks
this
decent
looks like
enough.
It could be fun, but if it's not smutty enough, I'm not reading it. I don't want a slice of life.
Go for it, Bo.
All right. Kichiro Hayase has a reputation as the wealthiest, hottest, most eligible bachelor in town. But as they say, behind every successful man is the maid who keeps him from tripping over his own feet. Enter Miss Kishi, the most competent professional maid around, and the only thing keeping from Kichiro quite literally crashing and burning. He owes it all to her, but can he ever make it up to her? He's sworn to try, no matter how many things he must get broken, scattered, or lost to do so.
This is gonna be a cute will they, won't they, and like he'll probably date some other people, and she'll be like, "I love you," and he's like, "I love you too," but no, we can't. You're my maid. She's like, "I know." Yeah. And then in the end, they end up getting married. And you're like, "Oh, that was so sweet and wholesome."
We love you, Bender. Yeah, baby, Bender knows it.
Nick's putting it already in his pre.
Fight my shiny metal ass. This looks
okay. This looks stupid and fun. So,
Hella chill monsters.
Webtoon.
Oh. Nick, you want to read it?
Sure. Not every wish is for peaceful afterlife. Least of all, Bonzo, I'm not reading it, whose dearest wish is to find a case for a skeleton detective like him to solve, along with the unreliable assistant, Vampy Vinegar. Nope, I'm done. Vampy Vinaigrette. Next.
We're moving on. And that would be it, folks.
Oh, jeez. Oh my lord, that was
painful.
Yeah. Not a good future. This sounds dead boring. Yes.
I mean,
I see what you did there.
They all can't be banger titles, and Kodansha usually doesn't get all the mainstream like I like Kodansha, but they don't get all the mainstream popular stuff. So sometimes you have to support webtoons or manhwa or just something that's crappy. But then again, someone could like it.
we're gonna do something a little different. I guess we're gonna go over news mostly today, and just kind of for me, I got a bunch of like tweets I just want to put up.
Oh
So
God, you and your fucking Twitter.
yeah, hey, we do our best when we're looking at these things and talking about
Did you
them.
want to talk about June Mayada first?
Yes, yes. I want to know more about this because you were talking about this online. I hadn't checked out the video.
I don't know what that
Okay.
is.
Okay, for those who don't know, he is the creator of Clannad, Angel Beats, Air,
Close
Canon.
the stupid thing down bottom. Amazon.
Oh, sorry. And for the past few years, he has been abused on social media over stupid crap because sometimes his work is not always up to the best. He also has suffered from medical conditions, which is one of the reasons affecting his work.
Yeah.
But they have now taken it to a point where he has left Twitter after apologizing for a game he wrote called Heavens Burns Red. And he
Never
has
apologize.
stopped. Yeah, and he stopped writing manga because
Well,
had
it's because of Twitter. I mean, I just stopped my life too and unlife myself if I was on Twitter all day.
Yeah. Exactly. And
Hey,
someone would
Mark.
pop in and say, "Hey,
Just go spend time with your husband."
I wonder if it also is like a cultural thing though, because Japan is so about.
Yeah, because
such a-
I
I
would
don't know,
normally
this-
roll my eyes. If you said this about a comic book creator, I would have rolled my eyes and told them to button it up. Or
Man up.
But yeah, but the way
If it was a comic
these
book writer, they'd be fighting back and forth with everybody on Twitter.
You're
Yeah,
all gonna
basically.
die. Respect my pronouns. I hate you all. You're not woke enough. That's
But-
pretty much American comics.
But the health of the mangas out there, good lord! I mean, every day you hear of a new one just going through stuff. Like
They
I
work
can't
like
imagine.
psychos, and like if they're lucky
Yeah.
enough, they'll have an assistant or two, which is great to help them, which they do a lot better. But a lot of them do it all by themselves, even if they transfer to digital. Like you're banging out what 10 to 25 pages a week, like 1 or 2 pages most American comic artists don't do, let alone writing it, drawing it, inking it, flatting it, and word bubbles, everything else. Like
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and to be dealing with from what I think it was like a heart condition he had.
That's not good, especially if you're on Twitter. That's no, thank you.
Yeah, because there was a video I sent you guys that went into everything. Like, I mean, wishing him to die and
Bye, Mark.
bye, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Wishing him to die. That's just a regular Tuesday on like Twitter, isn't it?
Twitter, I know,
Yes.
but we're comparing what we're used to like a different culture where everybody, like, I guess, takes the criticism of the work to heart and feels like I've failed the fans that they've attacked me like this. We're here, we see what happens.
I also think a lot of people don't realize Twitter's not real life. I'm looking at one of you, of the two of you. How's your break been going from Twitter?
I generally don't pick it up as much. I mean, I pick it up every once in a while now. Honestly, it's been good. Just keeping away from Twitter is actually good for your mental health. I suggest if you feel. Yes, I agree. I agree with what you were saying. But if you're watching this and you're like noticing that you pick up your phone, have you ever closed Twitter to bring it back up?
I do that with Instagram constantly.
If you have a problem at that point, take a few days off to see what that does, because you'll notice you're reaching for your phone all the time. And no, it's probably a good idea to notate what causes you to pick up your phone. I've looked at that, and it's kind of interesting when you find out, when you start to think, why did I pick up my phone to look at Twitter?
It's for all those hardcore spicy midget pics.
I already have them all. But yeah.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think Nick also brought up another good point. I think when you're also not feeling well and people are doing stuff like this, you don't have the energy to fight, and
Yeah,
you're
it's not
already
worth it.
feeling like I just want to give up anyhow.
Yeah. Hire somebody. I will take your account and run with it. Hire somebody to take on your account. They'll handle all the negative feedback and everything like that. I think South Park made a video of that.
What's true?
Or-
You
Oh
just
my
get like
God, yeah.
a millennial intern that just like posts like zingers to everybody, and you'll be popular as Wendy's or hated like some other brands.
Yeah.
I guess they don't. I guess they don't make enough to do that though.
No, they don't get paid shit. They get paid horrible. Like they probably make under 20,000-30,000, like subpar what Americans get paid. Unless their stuff really blows up and they own their own rights, they're kind of porked like hard.
Sailor Moon, that's all I'll say.
Jeez. Well,
She made bank. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't blame them. I guess after a while, you're just like, screw it, bye.
Yeah, but quitting manga just because of Twitter crowd, like, no. Twitter's just trash.
Well, it's like every time he was dropping something after he was dealing with his illness, it wasn't as good from what I understood. And they were just constantly trashing on it. And I guess he figures like, well, you don't like it, so why even bother?
Yeah. That's sad.
All right,
else?
The next one.
I know Bo's got stuff. What do you have?
I guess the first one. How do I present?
Yeah, it's changed now.
Share.
Oh,
they were Japanese. They were Japanese.
Okay.
I would be surprised. Yeah. And like with the bully culture over in Asia, especially after like watching stuff like The Glory and all.
I thought you were gonna say Glory Hole.
You're funny.
All right, load it up. All right, so some good news. We have
ReZero.
Yeah, ReZero season 3 announced.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing that around, and like I thought about it, I need to catch back up because I actually absolutely love this series. It's really
so good.
Is anybody reading the manga? Because I have not at all.
They have. Like, ready? Hold on. Let me unplug. No, I think I can. Can I? No, I can't reach it. It'll ruin it. They have 5 series out right now. Let's see. You got
what?
Yep. You got ReZero 1 through.
The nerve of ReZero. All that reading. What do you think they are? Goblin Slayer?
Whoa. Goblin Slayer only has 2 spin-offs, good sir.
No, they do not.
It has Daikatana. Oh, sorry, 3. It's Daikatana, Another Day, and Side Story. So
I could swear
spin-offs.
There's another one coming. I swear that I thought I heard another one.
Oh, so anyways, we have ReZero 1 through 4. That is chapter 1. Chapter 2. Sorry, nope. ReZero is just 1 through 2 for chapter 1. Chapter 2 is 1 through 5. Chapter 3 is 1 through 11. Chapter 4 is 1 through 4, still ongoing. And they just did ReZero Starting Life in Another World, The Frozen Bond, where it's about Amelia and before like all the events of ReZero.
Jeez. A lot of content that I don't
it's based off the movie too. It's good.
There's a movie too?
Yeah, there's 2 movies, I thought.
Oh shoot. I didn't even
Super
notice
cute. Question for everybody in the chat. Rem or Rom? I'm a Rom fan, but Rem is cute.
Rem. Who's Rem? Right.
Rem is the blue hair, Rom's the purple hair. They're badass demon maids.
All right, so next one I have never heard of this, but that looks awesome. It's called the Cafe Terrence and its Goddess and Goddesses. Anybody heard of this? Because I'm interested just from this cover alone. It's on volume 10.
No, I've not heard of this one. What's it?
Let's see. Young man returns to his home and decides to reopen the cafe shop of his late grandma with the help of 5 girls working there.
How long was I muted for? Because I realized I was
muted. Shoot, you were talking.
Oh, wait, you guys didn't hear all the stuff I just said about all the stuff on my shelves?
No.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Okay, so when I grabbed my phone,
do it again.
Okay, so no, just... Oh, you couldn't even see me give you
I haven't heard about this. I think the art's really nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to check this out after the stream.
Is Logan jealous?
Anybody check out this video? Because I did Mother's Basement at this channel. I watch this all the time.
But yeah.
But I think it was cooking on this video. I would say if you haven't seen it, check it out. It was a very interesting watch. I'm waiting for some people to talk about it, so we'll see. Dark Sage. I mean, he loves Dragon Ball, so I'm kind of interested on what he thinks of this take.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine.
All right. There's also this is an anime Reddit. I think this is gonna be more Twitter kind of news on here. But I keep seeing this movie. I'm gonna mute it because it's.
My brother saw it. He said it was all right, and he's not a D&D fan.
Yeah, I am a D&D fan,
I am.
and I automatically hate this just because of the writing from what I've seen in the trailers, and you'll see on these things. It's not on this one, but you'll see people rating it as the perfect movie and this and that. And I'm like, oh my god, no, it's not. No, it's not. It looks horrible. Yes, Goku should have stayed dead.
I also noticed like there was footage I watched recently from it where they bring the characters from the cartoon into it for like a scene, and I'm like, I could just imagine what happens to them.
Hmm. Any kind of remakes like this or anything like what they're doing, we already know they're either going to kill him or do something completely humiliating because they never respect the lore or
Well,
I guess.
didn't they already say that they were going to demasculize the men?
Yep, they
Oh
did.
yeah, that's all they would. They always want to demasculate the men. You look at it, you look at this. All the women are smart and they're powerful. And the thing is, the bad guy or bad woman in this is some evil sorceress and Hugh Grant's. Now
Well,
I
and that they
guarantee
changed
you.
that from the cartoon because the cartoon it was a male
Oh, well,
sorcerer who was trying to kill
I,
everybody.
well, I don't know the story of it, but I guarantee you, the sorceress is going to be like, oh, she was actually misunderstood, and Hugh Grant is going to be the one that caused everything to go wrong and is the real villain. I guarantee you.
Well, I saw the footage where they're in this maze. This is where they meet the characters from the cartoon.
Yeah.
And they have to find these chests, and in the chest are like these weapons. And apparently, the only ones who could seem to find these chests are the girls.
Yeah, and we're all for strong women and all that, but if it's just women are strong just because they're women, that's where I start having an issue. It's like,
I
okay,
love
so guys are
strong
just
female
dumb.
leads, but like it needs to be appropriate, not just hey, we made strong women leads just because, and we're gonna write a whole plot around it. You're like, that's kind of stupid.
It's kind of like Doctor Who just unveiled one of their newest characters, and basically she starts off, "I'm the greatest assassin in all the universe." It's like,
I'm
oh,
gonna say
okay.
that cute little dragon
We've
is
never
so
heard of you
chubby and
before.
cute. Look at that thing, that's cute looking.
Oh,
But
the
like, no,
dragon.
there's like the '80s had like really good strong female leads. You had like
Mm-hmm.
Ellen
Yes.
Ripley from Aliens. You had Sarah Connor from Terminator. Like
Yes.
She-Ra, Wonder Woman.
And
He-Man.
let's see if I have it. I actually finished up. I caught up on Sakamoto Days, and I gotta
I
tell
love
you,
Sakamoto Days.
after this one, that's one of my new favorite
Sakamoto's
characters
so
right
good.
there.
I know, I love that character.
I'm having a hard time remembering everybody's name. Only person's name I remember is Sakamoto. But this character right here, if you have read this volume, towards the end, if you haven't, towards the end is some really good panels. So I really recommend volume 5. Like, wow.
Well, Bo, we need to talk about the elephant on Twitter.
Oh, which elephant?
Snuffleupagus.
No. The Kaiju number 8 one.
Oh gosh, yeah. Switch to you and
Oh, you guys.
I don't have that one. If you want to bring that one up.
Hold on. Do I have the?
I didn't. I caught it really quickly while I was at work. Like
Yeah.
it could look cooler in theory. I don't know. Like
Kaiju number 8. And which studio is this?
I also had the one with the guy. Hold on.
oh, the one you were whining about. You're like, no, not my man.
It looks like a Muppet.
Yes, it does.
It looks like a Muppet.
That's what happens when you give animation studios free reign and it looks like trash or a
you
shoestring budget.
You have that, and then you have the manga.
Well, is
That-
this adapted like by Netflix where their budget's like $1 million and that's it and they don't pay them?
We wish it was done by Netflix. Holy crap. Like this, I really hope they adapt this right, at least in the dialogue and everything else. But oh my god, the art is horrible right now. Hoping this is just some initial drawings, maybe some real quick sketches. I'm hoping, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I was kind of like, you know what? And I was talking about this with somebody else. I was like, the trailer looked actually really good. The teaser trailer that they had.
Oh, did they have one?
Yeah, and I was like, what happened here? Unless this is just like.
I'll have to check that out because I didn't see that. And do you have the main characters?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now.
Let's see if I can get you what he looks like on here.
I got it.
That
yeah,
kind of. He looks like he's got bug eyes.
That's why I got that
Yeah,
picture
exactly.
of Beaker.
Like
This
no
gives-
nose and bug eyes.
This gives me like Dora vibes of like, but Dora,
Yes.
like the art style fit it though. This
Yeah.
just looks. He looks like he's got tits. Like that shading is not nice. It looks like he's got.
Yeah,
tits
no, that
going
shading
on.
does nothing for the pecs.
They draw circles. Is that how pecs? No, yeah, just do it. We're out of time. 2024. You have an entire year to work on this. Mappa's pumping these things out every week. So I don't know what studio's doing this, but
does it tell you?
Yeah.
It says 2024.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, no, I'm not going to enjoy this. Oh, yeah, no one's going to enjoy it.
No. Anybody else thinking about this, thinking this is going to be good, or?
No, this anime is probably going to flop and make people think it's a horrible series.
Yeah, and that's the shame of it. It's.
Yeah. So I'm loaded up on the next one.
I know the trailer's online, but I can't play it because I don't know if I'll get it.
Oh yeah, no. I'll check out the trailer after this. But that makes me sad. Oh yeah, I got plenty more.
Okay, go for it. What's your next story?
All right, screen sharing. Okay, so this is something Nick and I have been talking about for a while. If you haven't been reading
hell yeah.
Tensei, Volume 21 is coming out, or has been coming out.
For the light novel?
Yeah.
I'm on 19. I started 19 today for the light novel.
It is great. I would even recommend this to read because and I'm not big into that. I mean, if you're wanting to try out a light novel, start with this. It is such a great series. A lot of people have issues with the main character, and I agree with Back to Mother's Basement. I agree with his take that this is not a character you want to see yourself in, or he's not a good guy, but he develops. He's kind of developing into a decent person as he goes along. But that's the only complaint that I have really heard. Other than that, it's a fantastic series. It keeps getting better and better. It doesn't repeat anything. You don't feel kind of tired of it. Only reason I've slowed down on it is because I know someone's gonna die, and I'm kind of grown attached to a lot of the characters.
I just got no. We need to have a talk outside of this, just because like there's certain things. The only thing that I don't like about it is like I'm so wrapped up in all the characters and everything. I'm just kind of a little grossed out about the harem that he's got going on. That's the only thing that turns me off, because he's so loving to all his wives, but he's like, oh, I love this one and that one. And you're like, and I'm just saying this one or that one just because I don't want to spoil things.
Mm-hmm.
But like every couple of days, I'm just like binging like another audio book, whatever of this. Yeah. But yeah, it's really good.
You know, it's funny. After I spent all that money at the 50% off Barnes & Noble sale, they were sending me like emails about the audiobooks for light novels, and I saw this and I was like, that's the one Bo and Nick are always talking about.
Mm-hmm. So
it's good.
The next thing is this one I've actually really loved.
Is that Gleipnir?
Glipnir.
Yeah.
Apparently it's going to be ending soon.
No.
Last issues comes out April 20th. Sad about that, but yeah, it has reached its point where it needs to do something or wrap
Shit
up.
Off, get the pot.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Should have get off the pot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's decent. It's not groundbreaking. Again, it's something it's like a guilty pleasure of mine. So you can tell from the artwork, it's actually pretty good.
Holy shit! How many tabs you got going on, dude? Like you're just like the tab master.
He was prepared.
Must be tanking your friggin' CPU, just like.
Dude, my computer's good, man. Just don't worry about it.
It's like when I'm done with a tab, I just close it.
Yeah. Well, it's like being like, a 90s kid. Like, you got to close everything because that bandwidth.
Oh, no, it's good. Trust me. Who remembers this little thing? And now somebody's changed it to, turned it into a NES.
That's pretty cool. I remember the game.
Awesome.
I just saw that. It's nothing, no kind of news, but I just saw that. It's like, dude, that's freaking awesome. I would buy that in a second. Next one. Nick, you love this series, right?
Yes, I do. Actually, that is not on my list, but that is one of them. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction is really good.
All right, so is this the same? Is this a different title or is this something different? I could have sworn.
2.5. No, this is the same title. 5's not out
Okay.
yet. I think 4 just came out last month.
No,
It's
no,
really
so-
cute and wholesome. It's like the nicer, cooler version of My Dress Up Darling. That's more wholesome, even though it's Ghost Ship, where there's no sex or anything creepy like that in it.
Oh, it's
like,
Ghost
I want
Ship.
my
Okay,
money
not Steam
back.
Ship.
That's why I bought it, because it's like, yeah, some degeneracy. And I'm like, oh, this is super wholesome. Okay.
Carrie, this next one's going to be something me and you are excited for.
Oh yes,
I
the
Solo
solo leveling
leveling.
anime.
think I have it somewhere. I haven't started reading it yet.
A1 Pictures. So the trailer looks. No, I think it's the trailer. It's been
the
like.
one that set off the whole manhwa. Let's have a guy going through different.
Yes.
Wasn't the guy also died that was writing this, or is that a different series?
The artist, I think. Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh.
Because didn't it stop, or are they doing a spin-off? I don't know. I'm talking on my butt.
I think it's going to finish soon. I think Volume 6 just dropped.
Yeah. Solo leveling is the mold to all the ones that we're seeing in all the other manhwas.
And if you watch my channel, you've seen me review them.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. What's the next one? Guess not. Oh, I guess the only thing I have left is I wanted to see if you guys wanted to go over Right Stuff releases coming up.
No, I will say I'm good with, if you're going over 800 pages, no, I'm good.
It's 858.
If you're starved for content, you can do that on your own during the day, like you do.
But there are about like what I've been doing is I've been looking at all the pre-order ones, and I've just been ordering them that way now. And the next haul I have comes in next month, and got a lot from it, insanely cheap.
I think I've gotten less than 10 manga for the month so far.
Yeah.
I have done the most I've done in a while, but that's only because of the 50% off Barnes & Noble sale, and there was a bunch of volumes I really wanted to get.
See, I'm so used to the 50% off sale with Newberry Comics all the time that doesn't even faze me. I'm like, if you do the math, you're like, well, yeah, 50% off sounds great, but if you don't match them the right way, they will give you the cheapest option available. Like, I've gone to Newberry Comics where I'll just buy two of the same, like, $9.99 ones and not buy, a 25 and a $9.99 because I don't want to save $5. I'd rather save,
I also got that free upgrade for the membership for a year before you have to pay for it for the year. So I decided to use that with the discount. So it worked out. I was going to get like Berserk, but I said, you know what? They'll end up going with the cheaper one compared to the Berserk volume. So
I pre-ordered Berserk 13 and I hate it. Everyone has it, but I didn't want to spend, $50. Like, I think I bought it twice for like retail. But like 13's coming out the 27th.
I have no way to catch up.
It's so good. And the current series is pretty good. If people read it online, I've heard it's good. I don't know. I would never read scans.
But my favorite manga is Volume 2 of my favorite manga is coming out March 28th, apparently.
What?
Box of Light, Volume 2.
Oh, God.
Day before my birthday. Maybe I'll buy it and ruin my birthday.
Well, who knows? Because it was supposed to come out March 4th. I was waiting for it. And
do you actually like it, or are you being a wise ass?
I'm being a wise ass because
okay. I heard it's pretty bad.
It is. It's horrible. I have a video on it. But I'm still interested in see if it could still self-correct on Volume 2. That's one thing I did put on there.
It has a 3-volume rule.
It has some great bones to it. It could potentially be decent, but it's so horrible. No. I hate. But there are some aspects to it that I actually love, but they did a horrible job with that manga. It has some interesting ideas, but it's horribly written,
poorly executed.
Yes, that too. All right. So, what was the other thing you were doing?
Top 5. We go there already, or
no? We haven't.
Sounds good. Keep me last.
You're gonna fuck up the rotation. It goes Carrie, whoever, and then the next person. You're gonna fuck the rotation up, man.
Oh no, God.
All right. If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna start this today. So I'll start. Monster Guild. I keep telling you guys about that. No one keeps talking about it. I'm still going to talk about it until my face goes red. Absolutely love this series. The Dark Lord is getting bigger and stronger every issue, and the art is fantastic. The let's see. Here's something. I want to make sure it's appropriate. So yeah, art's pretty good. Story, basically, you have the Demon Lord coming back to life, trying to take his spot back, and he kind of learned some lessons about how he ruled before he went down, and is actually getting a whole team together. And it looks like he might actually get the hero on his side and go up against the good guys who might be the bad guys this time.
I love stuff like that. I
But
love
it's
like the
all-
anti-hero.
Yeah, it's all about perspective too, because they are still monsters. They still kill people. So it's kind of interesting how they kind of balance everything and give you their perspective. But that's mine.
Nice. Nick.
Yo, sorry. I didn't see this on your list, so Galaxy Next Door Volume 1. You're reading it right now, right, Carrie?
It's
Yes, I
becoming
am.
Nick's Yona of the Dawn.
It is. I actually read Yona the other day. It was all right. It wasn't bad. I just didn't like the how it just like went to a mental lapse. Someone help me out. Flashback. Yeah, there we go. I had a brain fart. Having the flashback, I was like, is this a flashback? And my reading partner was like, yo, did they flashback? And she's like, yeah, they did. I'm like, okay, I'm not just crazy. Like, I thought like the king just died and they just jumped back in time to them as kids. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, okay, it's flashback. But Galaxy Next Door, it is a super, super sweet, like cute tale of a guy that's a manga artist just looking for a assistant to help him out. He raises his brother and sister because his family's no longer around. And he ends up getting stuck by her little stinger in her butt because she's I don't know. Is she an alien, Carrie? I always forget if she's an alien or just from a different dimension.
She's kind of like, an alien.
It doesn't really say. But
I think they said she's from the stars or something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with yes.
She had a little stinger on her butt, and he thought that like something stabbed her, so he was trying to be a nice guy to pull it out because she was sleeping over his house because she didn't have anywhere to live. And once he got stung by her stinger, guess what? They're married now. That's the way their tribe does it, or their race or whatever. And it's just getting progressively cuter and cuter. Like, I have up to volume 4, and I really do like it. It's super cute.
Yeah,
all I heard was sleeping over and pulling out.
It's like a sofa pull out. Couch.
All right.
Oh, next.
My first one is a digital. I'm kind of hoping it does become print because I think it's actually really good. I don't normally buy and read full digital volumes, but this one I got into by chance. It's called My Brother is a Shut-In. I wish I had a bigger picture. I'm sorry I don't. It's about two siblings, the older brother and the younger sister. They ended up, their family kind of fell apart because the brother got bullied really bad in middle school by somebody you wouldn't expect, and he ends up becoming a shut-in. The father ends up taking the kids because the daughter wants to go to a new school and start over because she was starting to get teased for having a brother who's a shut-in. The mother goes and starts her career as a cosmetologist, makeup artist. The sister creates this whole new identity. She's popular. She gets a boyfriend. She's got a part-time job she loves. All these friends she loves. And then suddenly one day her brother decides he's not going to stay in his room anymore and he wants to re-enter society. She sees it as her world coming crashing down because she's not told anybody she has a brother.
Oh.
And she's embarrassed by him. And he is determined to be a better big brother to her and try to get back out there and live life and actually fulfill his dream and get over the anxiety and the depression that he's been dealing with for the past few years. But he's got to struggle because he's missed all of his school life since middle school. So he's kind of like behind everybody else. He's also kind of like mentally stunted compared to everybody his age.
Most
so he's got to catch up.
Are.
Yeah. So it shows the struggle with him and him trying to rebuild his relationship with his sister and father. And the father's happy about it, but the sister's reluctant. And I think it's actually very wholesome once you get into them trying to balance out their lives together, and it's good. I like it.
Also, Mushoku Tensei deals a lot with bullying too. When
Mm-hmm.
Rudy's previous life, where he was just a fat neat and everyone hated him, he got the shit beat out of him. His family it was just kind of tragic, but he was also kind of a piece of trash too and deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Short and sweet. Time Stop Hero. I haven't
Hell
heard enough
yeah.
people talking about it, but basically, you have a young man who's, I guess, if I remember correctly, isekai'd.
Yep.
And gets a time stop ability, and he does whatever you think he does with it,
It's a video game controller.
Yeah, a video game controller. But he doesn't go all the way with certain things, but he does look at things. So we'll say that.
He looks at titties and freezes them. He likes to put people in awkward positions, like if they piss him off, like especially if it's a female, he'll freeze time and just strip them naked to embarrass them. And then later volumes, he squeezes and fondles them. He doesn't like molest them or do anything too disgusting. It's just fan servicey where it's just borderline enough. Like,
don't make this real.
How far are you in? You're only, or you haven't been ready yet?
Actually, no, sorry. I have two volumes.
Because volume 5 or 6, there's a wizard later on in it, right?
Oh,
and
gosh,
she knows that he likes stripping people, and she leaves him a note right in her tits.
Oh, I've seen that. Yes,
you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was so funny because she knows, like, they don't know that he's freezing time, but she somehow figured it out and left him a note in the tits, and he's like, ugh. But it also has cool aspects of, like, in the beginning where he had to, like, because he was a pit fighter because he was a slave or something, right? I forget. It's been a while. It's a couple months. But basically, he froze time to heal up and got stronger, and, like, he'll defeat enemies in really cool ways. Like, he makes this little stone golem that, like, slowly, like, when he's trying to defeat a dragon, he had to build a stairway to get up to, like, the giant tower. It's just cool and different.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I've enjoyed it, so.
But you may be offended if you don't like, cheeky little jokes like that or guys being degenerates.
Yes. Let's start off with that. If you don't like guys being degenerates, it's not for you.
But it's not disgusting degeneracy. It's more just like tongue in cheek, like, ooh, boobies.
Yeah. Basically.
Oh, all right, Nick.
The 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. This is super cute. And again, Ghost Ship is putting out these titles that, like, I thought would be dirty and just disgusting because it's Ghost Ship. I picked it up. This is a cute, funny rom-com. I've talked about it a couple times. Basically, dude can never get a girlfriend. He's asked 100 girls, and he ends up going to a shrine. And God goes, yeah, I'm sorry. I screwed up, man. Don't worry about it. I'm going to give you 100 girlfriends. And it's like, oh, that's really cool of you. He's like, but if they break up with you or you break up with them, they die a horrible, horrible death. That's the one stipulation. So now he's got this harem growing of like 5 or 6 girls, and one of the girls is trying to move away, and he doesn't want her to move away because she'll die. So it's cute and fun. Like, if you want something that's a little different, and I'm not super into the harem crap, this is just, it's cute and wholesome. And my reading partner that I figured she would hate it, she actually liked it. That was kind of cute. So.
Oh, nice.
Be wary what he says is cute and wholesome. You know that.
No, it's I went from being a man of degeneracy to a man of actual culture, just like moonbeams and like sunshine.
You need a glass of wine as you say that.
Scotch. I love scotch.
I forgot to bring this volume in with me, but it is The Witch and the Beast. It's a supernatural thriller. She's the beast, he is the witch, and they hunt like evil witches. They're part of a secret organization that kind of illegally does it because there is a task force the government has, so they have to kind of like go behind the scenes to get their job done. And the only reason she's helping out is because he's promised to help her get back into her real body. It's really good. The art is amazing in it. The monsters that these witches conjure, it's really good. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it.
You sold me.
Yeah, I have it. And I read the first, I read the beginning of the first one. I was really interested, but I stopped. So I really want to pick this one back up. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, it's really good. I do recommend it.
All right. So for me, it is The Wicked Trapper, Hunter of Heroes.
I've seen that. I wasn't sure. That's an adult spicy manga.
Oh, it's spicy. It's gory. It's basically you have a main character that is brought into another world. It's an isekai, yes. He has basically a trap ability, so it becomes a movie Saw, and you have demons that have summoned the main character to their world, and I don't know, they're not the good guys, but they're not really the bad guys. They're being hunted because they're monsters. So you have they're all in a cave, and you have heroes that are entering the cave, and basically you have this man who's given this ability to make traps. It's cute and wholesome. Everybody else is.
Wait, when you say make traps, he means traps that you catch people in, not boys that are girls that, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Just like
as far as the traps go, it gets graphic. Like, it will send body parts flying, people getting like body dysmorphia and all that. That's all in here. Like, it gets brutal, and there are some spicy moments as well. I'm waiting for volume 2 because I read ahead on digitally, and there is a grisly death in there that really messed me up, but still made me want to read more. So,
oh, cool. So, I'm in. Thank you.
Yeah. A woman dies in a certain way that, wow. But it is really good. So I would say no one's talking about it, but it's kind of on the dirty side, but it also a lot of blood, guts, and gore. That's what you're into. Like, say if you enjoyed Saw,
I probably like this one. Sounds like a Saw type of vibe.
Yeah.
1 second. Messaging. All right, I always say this wrong. Oshinokoi. Have you guys read this yet?
Yeah, you guys. The anime, yeah.
The anime's out?
No, I'm waiting for the anime.
Oh, okay. I was like, am I behind? Oshinokoi is so cute. I got this early. Yeah, see, everyone like my reading party liked it. You guys have all read it. Everyone that we know in like the manga tube, like, or Instagram scene is just like been talking about it. Basically, what is her name? I always forget. Oh, I basically is like a idol that she's growing up. She gets pregnant. She doesn't want to tell anyone that you don't know who the daddy is. Like, I'm on chapter 30 and you still know who the daddy is. She has twins. She goes to raise them, and her OBGYN, like, he used to be a fan of her with this little girl with cancer. Like, she got him into it, and he ends up going to deliver the baby. He gets murdered gruesomely.
That's right, Elite.
And then I don't want to spoil the rest, but it's really good, and it's not as cute and wholesome as you would think. It's more of like a whodunit murder mystery. And then you get the perspective of the twin kids like being raised up in the limelight with their surrogate parents after she brutally gets murdered. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not spoiling anything. Like, that's the whole series.
Yeah, so. that's like volume 1. Sorry, not volume. Chapter 1.
Yeah, it's like halfway through.
Yeah, so good.
And it's really cute and fun. I loved it.
My next one, if you're somebody who's very religious, especially Christian or Buddhist, you might not like this, but I found it very funny, and I like the relationship between the two main characters. I've only read volume 1, but that would be Saint Men.
Oh, I've actually been interested in that.
No, it's Jesus and Buddha living together in modern day Tokyo as roommates, trying to like just balance.
I'm thinking
life.
Of Boys on the Run, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one too. But this is funny because they're both unique abilities, and them just kind of like blending in to Tokyo. I like it. I think it's funny. The conflict between the two belief systems also is kind of hilarious. But like I said, if you're somebody who easily gets offended over things that are,
but that sounds fun.
Yeah,
I like different.
I like it.
Seeing different people's point of views.
Mm-hmm.
And Bo, hardcover.
I know. I've debated on whether or not to get it, and I've thought about it because I am Christian, but then again, I thought about it. It all depends on if you take this thing seriously and really like.
Yeah, it's not meant to be taken seriously.
That's when it becomes an issue. But I would say it's okay to read this stuff. But it becomes another thing if you start idolizing it.
Yeah. No, it's just it's like if these two characters lived in the present time, and how would they survive Tokyo?
Yeah, so I'm interested in that. So I might actually check that one out just because I've been curious this whole time about it, but I keep forgetting.
The top 5 is a series we feel like people should be reading, but they're not.
And I might pull a Nick here and pull one out that I've done before again.
That's cool.
Die Dark, because I've caught back up with volumes 1, 2, and 3. Volume 4, I'm going to start on this one this week because I am behind, and 5 is about to come out. no, and it's been really good so far. If you enjoyed, I forgot the name, Doro. If you enjoyed Dorohedoro, if it's just like that, not the same universe, not that I think, but you have interesting
Spaghetti and meatballs.
magic. Yes, that's the main character's name, but it's a whole story to that. But as far as the magic goes in this world, it's actually really interesting. Like you would have all the stuff you see is armor from the main character.
It's basically like the Venom armor, basically.
Yes, it's living armor.
Venom Space Knight, but more darker in.
Yeah, it's like
shot away.
Everything seems very, very dark. Hence the name.
Even Death, like she looks pretty badass, and you get to see she's beautiful underneath like her armor, and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Death is stacked. You have this character right here, looks vicious. That's the person known as Death. Actually, very very attractive woman, and they're all interested in Death and Bones, and the main character has a unique thing about him. Everyone wants him dead, because his bones apparently will grant the wish of to anybody as long as you possess his bones. So everyone's out to kill him. So it's kind of funny. Like anywhere new he goes, you see somebody kind of charge him to like Zohan. I forgot his name. Sanko. It's like, give me your bones. And the dude's not a lightweight. He will kill anybody and everybody. He's heavy. He's yeah.
It's funny, like One Punch Man, where he just shakes off shit like Saitama, where he's like, I just killed someone. It's like, so anyways, back to what I was doing. I'm going to go back to eating nothing. And you're like, you just killed like 3 people. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got it.
Shot is amazing. I love her work. It's great. It's different. It's if you like darker, funnier stories that are like not horror based, like a little bit of horror, a little bit of violence, and like really gritty, like art style that just fits really well. I enjoy it.
A good palate cleanser. I mean, we've got a bunch of isekais and a lot of stuff that's just the same stuff over and over, but this different and interesting.
I think this theme's worn out because it's like the first 2 came out within like a month or 2, and now it's been like that old school, like every 3 to 6 months, which is killing it for me. But I read this a year and a half before it came out in scan form, just to see if I liked it. I was like, ooh, I dig this.
And have you done any of the crosswords?
I didn't know there were crosswords in the back. I usually don't check out the rest of the stuff. I'm not going to lie.
There's crossword puzzles in the back.
You defiled it, sir.
I didn't do any of them. It's there if you want to.
I've seen some people get the second volume of this early because I really haven't been going out chasing it. But Shy, have you guys checked out Shy yet?
Yes.
Not yet.
I haven't picked up 2 yet, but I like Shy.
Shy was really cool. Like, I'm trying to describe it. I'll just read you the synopsis on the back real quick. In an age when superpowered defenders from each country have brought peace to the world, Japan's representative is a timid young girl known as Shy. She may be embarrassed by the mere thought of slipping into spandex, but she'll prove that despite it all, she'll still have the heart of a hero. Basically, she's Japan's hero. Like, there's no more war, no more nothing. It's like a peaceful thing. But there's, I forget the guy's name because I read this like 2 months ago. Basically, there's like a shadow monster that takes over people with a ring. And that gets a little dark, but it's not super dark. And they're like, I don't want to say Power Rangers, but like they're like defenders, kind of like a Justice League or like Avengers. Yeah, it's cool. I check it out. I also like the Russian chick on the back. She's literally an alcoholic, and like the second volume has her just holding like a flask or a bottle of vodka. So it should be fun. So if you want something that's cute and fun, check it out. What is that? Cuck?
Cute? Oh, damn. Just wrong.
Yeah, that yellow is not.
Yeah, that yellow is not.
I was going to be like, cute, wholesome.
All right.
Clean wholesome is my MO.
Yes, it is.
I am a big fan of Rumiko Takahashi, and this is one of her newer series, but I don't see a lot of people talking about it anymore because I think people want to compare it to her really famous Inuyasha series, but Mao. I don't think it's the same thing. Yes, Mao.
I have 1 through 4. I haven't checked it out. Everyone says it's good. It's just I haven't had.
It's already on volume like 6 or 7, right?
Yeah, it's been coming out. Like
I have up
every
to
other
9.
month. I think they've been banging them out.
Yeah.
I like it. Yes, it's kind of like another high school girl goes into another portal to a different time, but it's more like is it like the 18 or 1900 early 1900s?
Oh my god! I just noticed. When did you get a cart in the background of like all those like to be read backlogged manga? I just
I've
noticed
had that for like 4 months.
Yeah.
Really?
She
I
has
saw
it-
like a chain shaking in the background or something blowing, like maybe a
It's
book
the
tassel.
dog laying next to it, probably pushing it.
Okay, because that's what triggered my eye. If not, I would never have paid attention. Like, what is going on in the background? Okay.
Yeah, that's all my to be read. But I like it. I like the character that she meets. He's different. He's not like a Yuasha. He's mysterious though. There's something about him.
Is she
I
like
recommend
Kagome
it.
or no? Or is she a little bit more like secure?
No, she's got a secret too because she survived a car crash when she was a kid.
Yeah, I remember.
That
I
was
think I read the
impossible.
first one where she can basically time
Yeah.
jump back and forth, right?
Yes. So it's not got anything to do with a well.
Well,
And it's at the scene where she had the Inuyasha.
I know what you're talking about. That's how Kagome travels, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and it's always at the scene where she had the car accident as a kid that took her parents' life. So,
All right.
I just got up all the way to 9.
Library has the volumes 1 through 5. Who knows? All right. If you're not already checking this out, the anime is going to be coming out soon.
Anyway, oh, god damn you!
I was going to, but I figured one of you would choose that one, so I didn't.
Well, actually, I got.
I'm done with this podcast. Goodbye.
All right, I got another one. I have.
No, you could do it. Go ahead, do it. I can
No,
find
no.
another one. I was gonna probably just say like da-dan, unless you just grab the da-dan.
Okay, I'll let you go over. All right, so then this one.
Yeah, I like it.
Again, the NPCs in this village sim game must be real. Volume 3 was really good, but I heard there was supposed to be 3 volumes, and it's still going. The next one's coming out this next month. Basically, you have a young man who's basically a shut-in, had some stuff go down in his life, and he kind of shuts himself in his house and plays video games all day, and is all of a sudden given a weird video game that is that's kind of odd because he plays it and it's an old school kind of game where he's kind of overseeing it. He basically plays the part of God in this game.
He's a dungeon master.
And basically, this as this game unfolds, you get to see that he can listen to every one of these characters' conversations, and they can each read from a book that I need to check Shy. Oh,
Shy's really good. You'll like it. Elite, that's in your vein of you'll enjoy it.
now he's able to interact with these characters once a day through, I guess, their kind of Bible. So whenever they pray to him, he gets kind of like I would say prayer points, and he's able to buy stuff that would help the game. He gets really entangled with these characters. He really loves them as they come to like literally worship him, and he finds ways of actually getting more points by you can actually pay for it. So it actually
I was gonna say this sounds like a microtransaction game that
yeah. So it actually
microtransaction. That's cool.
It actually gets him to go out into the world and get a job, try to face a lot of his fears, and some weird things happen left and right too. Like when they send him offerings, he'll get those offerings in the mail, which is weird.
That's cool.
So it's been a really interesting story. I'm really excited to see where it goes because the third one resolved something that I thought would have ended it, but it turns out it's going. It keeps going on.
Can you do me a favor and post this on your Twitter or Instagram so I can we should do this so like if people ever want to know, like we should just take pictures or make a collage.
You can do that. What
is on your shirt? It's been bugging me. What the hell's on your shirt?
Oh, Deftones.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm just used to like pony t-shirts for Deftones because like,
Oh yeah, why?
Yeah. All right, mine is because Bo had it and I'm shocked that Carrie didn't have it, was Go Go Loser Rangers. Mm-hmm. This issue though, this issue is kind of a hot mess for me.
Okay.
What did you think, Bo? Did you think it was kind of a hot mess?
I liked it. I honestly...
It just kind of jumped around a lot. I was like, who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
They are dumping a lot of characters. In Volume 3, you introduce to a lot of people, and that waters down things because you don't know who to care for, and you don't have that much time to develop bonds with the people that you're reading about. So like, why should I care about this person? I
Yeah,
don't know who
that
this
was me
is.
reading, and then you find out there's like another monster, and they're infiltrating like these Power Rangers in their base. But
Mhm.
basically, it's what if Power Rangers were assholes in real life, and the putties were actually the good guys, and they're just being tortured by humans. Basically, every Sunday they have a fake war where they have to fight them, and the humans always defeat the monsters and the good guys, and you find out they're really just trash and abuse these poor monsters. And
It's
one of them goes, "Go ahead."
yeah. I don't know. So it's not even that they're the good guys. It's like they're not as evil as or jerky as the Power Rangers. They still want to take over the world, but uh,
It's like a gray zone. Basically, everyone just sucks, and it's like real life. Just
yeah,
it's if Power Rangers were real, but life still sucks. But no one's good, no one's evil. Like it's just gray.
yeah. And
I enjoyed it.
the putties are the low level people, or actually have a pretty badass ability that's not really used well.
They really are like they're not made of putty, but these monsters they can actually transform into anything they put their mind to. So like they create monsters in their head, and everyone thinks that they look just like they're these big badass monsters. All their leaders got destroyed, and one of them goes, "No, screw this. I'm gonna leave and take revenge against the humans." And he ends up infiltrating them as their like junior elite program and wants to become a Power Ranger because he looks like a teenage kid, and
Yeah.
he's now just working his way, and you're getting introduced to all the different what is the exact word
Well,
for it?
well,
Ranger Force.
there's only everyone thinks there's 5 or 6 of them. No, there every ranger actually has their own group of
Yep,
Yeah.
underlings.
in
There's a
different
whole
colors too.
hierarchy.
Red, blue, pink, green, yellow, white,
Mhm.
all the Ranger colors. Reading Claymore.
Claymore's
Yeah,
good.
Claymore's
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
yeah. I finished that one. That was so good.
I read that right after high school because like I watched the anime and I'm like, oh shoot, this sounds pretty good. I want to read this. And it's Berserk light with a strong female lead.
Hmm.
It's not super gory, but it does have action and violence, but it's a
Yeah,
really good story.
it's a very fast read. Like I was going through
You
those
can bang them
things.
out.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
5 or 6 a day. Man, easy.
And for like late 90s, early 2000 art, it still holds up. It doesn't look like trash.
Hmm.
Where you had the BDSM where it's like big eyes, small mouth. It's like, no, this looks pretty good.
Yeah. Really good.
I like Go-Go Losers. I have to read 3. I just
I
got it, so I haven't read it yet.
can't wait for the anime. I think that's gonna blow up and people are gonna like it. But
Yeah.
we've just been getting like, even my brother asked me a couple weeks ago what was that when we were driving into go see John Wick last week, and he's like, "Oh, is anime any good?" I'm like, "Dude, we've been eating so good with anime for the past 2 or 3 years. It wasn't like you get 1 or 2 decent like series. Now it's just like, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good, this, and you forget all about all the other really good shit that was like earlier in the year. Like I'm still waiting
Yeah.
for Hell's Paradise. That's gonna be amazing. Goku Loser Ranger seems pretty good, and there's like probably 8 other ones I'm forgetting about, just like new series or not series they're continuing. Like I still need to catch up on Bufari. They're doing another ReZero, like Rising of the Shield Hero. That was good. That just wrapped up like a couple months ago. Like just so much good shit that we're eating on.
I don't know. This past couple seasons, that is after a Chainsaw Man, I haven't really enjoyed anything coming out too
What?
much. I mean, there's some things I watch, but it's really
What
nothing I've.
killed me was Vinland Saga. I was adamantly watching it because I didn't read any of it, and then I
That's right.
read all the way up to the scans just to find out how far it was, and I'm just like, oh. Now I'm like watching the anime. I'm like, it's still good. Like if you want to get your feet wet, but once you already know past the story, you don't care as much. So it's kind of hard. Like
Mhm.
that's why I try to just watch the anime first, and then I'm like, oh, and if I'm really, really into it, I'm like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna read all the manga for it. Like I did with the Quintessential Quintuplets and a couple other series.
April. Kitty.
What was the? Okay. Oh, not, oh, April.
Hmm.
And what was the other one? What did Grimstorm?
Miss Kirtu from the Monster Development Department vibes, but seems more serious. What, Claymore? Grimstorm? You mean Claymore? Confused.
Or is that a title?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I was a little perplexed.
Well, for my last one.
I know what it is because it was mine too, and I was like, I'll change it. Screw you guys. This is why we have similar tastes. We hate a lot of things and like a lot of things, but like it's that like Venn diagram of like we all have like one thing in common. That's usually like with our
Yeah.
picks for something.
Well, before that, I want to remind everybody, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will know when a new video is uploaded. And my final one.
Oh yes.
Crazy Food Truck. I haven't read this yet.
I haven't read it yet
came
either.
today. It just came, but I love this series. I love the two main characters. Arissa is just like hilarious with her just kind of like
super cute and badassness. Like I like in volume 1 where she gets drunk as hell. Also, she's naked in a sleeping bag, and then this is like the first like couple pages of it. Like she's naked in the desert in a sleeping bag. It's like a weird post-apocalyptic world, and like he's an ex-army ranger, and like it's a cool story. And because I saw a food truck, I'm like, lame. I'm not gonna read that shit. And it's a cool high octane like action adventure with like a little bit of comedy, almost like Trigun. It's like Trigun with food, but I hate Trigun.
Yeah, and I got my friend Eric O'Sullivan, who usually just reads comic books, and he is a Dragon Ball fan. This is the only other manga he's been reading, and he loves it. He's running to the store now to get the next one.
Like literally right now, you just sent him a text. He's like, "Yo, go get this." He's like, "All right, I gotta go get it."
He's in Boston. You should check him out.
Oh, is that the one that I follow on Twitter and Instagram too?
Eric O'Sullivan.
Probably.
He's the cook. He also does all the recipes on his YouTube channel besides the comic book.
Is that the dude I always see? Like he's posting videos of him like on the Red or Blue Line or whatever, like on Twitter. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The bunnies.
Is he going to PAX East? Because I'm going to PAX East this weekend.
I don't know. I should ask him.
Okay.
I'll find out for you. All right. So, anything else you guys want to talk about? Or should we wrap it up?
Kind of want to do a live stream for my birthday, but Kiki never got back to me. It was supposed to be for our 2nd anniversary, and just she's been so busy with her life. So I kind of want to do one, but we've noticed every time I do a live stream, something fails, either me or just everything in general. I'd say if you guys are down to doing like maybe next week, I won't be drinking, so it's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a disclaimer, like an agreement, and I'll send it over to you.
Digital signature, please.
Yeah. Signed here, here, and here.
We love you, Nick.
I love you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
So besides Nick getting having a possible birthday stream, what about you, Bo? What do you have coming up? Getting back into the videos?
I don't know. I keep getting further and further away from it.
Yeah, what do you do with all your free time now? Like, you quit your job to stay home with the kids. Like, I figured you'd be making like 15 videos a day, just like climbing up the walls.
He's way of the house husband. That's why.
Options training right now. So right now I'm using.
How much you up to?
Well, I'm using Weeble right now. I had an account of $800 I started with. It was just fake money, but Weeble has their setup to where you can actually paper trade. That's fake trading, but in real time. So, and when you're ready, you can do their actual site, and it's actually the same thing. So there's no confusion as when you go from one to the other. But I started off 800. I'm at 1100 right now. After a month.
Just jump into cryptos like back in the day where you had to watch it every 2 seconds, and you're just like, and also stocks sleep on weekends. And well, there's options of buying on weekends and after hours. But have you gotten that far yet or no?
Oh, I'm only doing options trading right now, which is I've always been interested in day trading, but options trading seems so much better for me. I used a lot that before MangaTube. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, for the past month, I've been able to make between $35 and $50 a day. Just again, fake money, but still.
But you're learning and getting your toes wet.
Yeah. So
this is not financial advice. He's saying he's just trying it. He's not a financial advisor.
And if you do get a Weeble account, please let me know, because I can send you a referral link and it gets me like some really
some Weebles.
Yes.
Weebles.
No, it gave me Tesla stock when I got in there. It was like fractions of it, but still it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I was
got
like
an Apple stock for a referral. It let me refer my wife, so I was like, yeah, here, I'll offer you. And sure enough, they gave me some Apple stock from that.
Well, I mean, right now, if you actually want to jump in and waste money, it's probably not a bad idea for stocks. But like, when I got back in the union, I sold all my stocks. But like, I made my phone.
Not financial advice. We're not financial people. Yeah.
But yeah, I made a shit ton of money with the stock market and had fun with it. But then like, I just cashed out all my stocks and was like, you know what, just in case I need this money to live off of, and I didn't, and I blew it like an idiot. But it's fun stock trading. The only thing that sucks is the end of the year when you get your 1099 and have to pay like. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm day trading. I'm like, oh, dude, you're gonna get fucked on taxes. But you're not doing real day trading.
Well, it depends. It depends on what you write off. There's a way to not get completely hosed on taxes. You just have to do it right. And also, I'll be doing Uber as well, so that's going to be fun. I've always wanted to do some kind of gig work.
I think you'd be good with interacting with people for the most part. Like, you have a very
I was a
outgoing
bartender,
personality.
dude.
Where see, you're a fucking jack of all trades. What haven't you done is the question.
Yeah, anything I've wanted to do, I've gone out and I've done it, and I have the experience. Again, I was a firefighter, I was a medic, I was a bartender, manager of a couple of different businesses, and I don't know, I've done a lot. And if you go, I also do woodworking as well. So you can go into my garage. There's a bunch of stuff there. Yeah, I get into these things where, like, when you get interested in something, you dive in and buy all the stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's me.
Mr. Eric Canetti is in the chat. Check out his comic over on Iconic Comics, Arc Athena. It's great. I have all 3 volumes. It's going to be like 6 total once he's done.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's it for me. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I keep getting away from manga. I mean, I'm trying to get back in, and I just let me do this instead because this will make me money. And
yeah, because we know YouTube ain't paying the fucking bills.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially now with all the new rules and everything.
This is just a fun passion project for me, but I've fallen off. I'm actually reading way more manga than before.
Yeah.
But I just don't make videos because I'm nah, I don't feel like it. I'm tired from work or doing this or that. I'm just I don't give a shit.
I like these streams because we can actually unwind in there and talk about this stuff and geek out, and people can come in and hang out with us.
And I can go back to reality of being a human being and not being super dorky, and people don't know it.
Yeah, I have to do my Indie Friday video because I did kind of fall off on that. But I'm thinking, should I review just a regular indie, or should I talk about my recent delivery? But that might stir up some crap, so I don't know.
Fuck EVS. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. I read comics. I don't support him. I think he's a piece of shit, but whatever.
I don't know. I nothing him.
I didn't send you the pictures of my delivery of my comic.
Who puts a toy over just a regular comic in a bag and board? I could see if it had a thick hardback Mylar, but that's kind of shitty to do.
Well, even if it had the Gemini packaging on the comic and then you put it in the box.
Yeah, like a Gemini 2. That's how I ship all my comics when I ship. Which you can also fit 2 regular sized manga in a Gemini mailer too. Did you know that? Yeah. Those things take a beat.
Oh, are you saying that came in the mail? Okay.
Yeah, I have the box still right here with very little.
Well, I mean, when you brag about making millions of dollars off a Kickstarter, you can't spend money on supplies. Come on, let's be honest.
I will say the art looks great, so I will say that.
The art is great. He is a great artist, but I was like,
his political and personal beliefs. He used to be cool, and now he's just dick riding anybody for just going down a rabbit hole of anti-woke, which is fine, but I mean, he leaned really hard into the paint with it.
I'm more mad about the fact that you just threw my comic in a box. And
that's what I'm pissed about.
Slightly damaged.
Is the comic damaged or no?
Not completely.
And well, if there's a ding in it, it's not a 9.8. Yeah, it's damaged. I demand a refund or a replacement copy.
Not that I think it's ever going to make money off of.
Yeah, but did you buy through PayPal?
No, I did it through Indiegogo.
No. How did you pay through?
Your payment processor.
Oh yeah, but that was 3 years ago, wasn't it? So that's kind of the scumbag move. You're not going to get money out of it, claiming it was shipped and damaged.
Grumpy Heartless.
I'm not always grumpy. I'm actually in a good mood tonight. I'm not miserable and tired and just shitty.
Yeah. I might just talk about somebody else's book and give them attention instead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably do that. And
I don't need the drama because there'll be 12 videos and.
Yeah,
I want drama. I don't give enough fucks.
I have to want to do it. If it's something I want to do, if it's something involved in the shoujo community, maybe I'll come back and do it. But
well, see, the only thing I touched for a little while was Acegate, the acetate covers, and I forget what was it, the the comic company when I went to Boston Comic Con last year, and like the guy was just an asshole owner of the company. And I live streamed that he didn't have any of the variants he promised because he was selling them to like whatnot influencers and shit like that. And it was just hilarious. Black Flag, yeah. Are they even around anymore?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I heard Clayton Crane stole his wife and was like banging her and shit. And I'm just like, this.
Oh,
is, like,
I saw that video.
Story.
I was like, oh,
I'm like, this is wild.
Jimmy Drama. Oh, you got Ergo on there.
Oh, I love drama. I don't care. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy, but I find it funny. Like, I don't get mad. Like, sometimes, like, I'll pay attention to the comic stuff and, like, people beefing with each other. I'm like, this is so funny. And most of them act like hard asses. And I'm like, you're both fat asses and you're not going to swing at each other because you're too much of a pussy. Like, there are a couple people I know that will do it, but they're keyboard warriors. That's all they are.
Yeah, it's like watching a 2-hour live stream between two comic pros who are on polar opposite sides of everything, calling each other names. And
they'll be at a Comic-Con and just walk past each other and be like, please don't notice me. Oh, I'm so scared. Hurt me. I'd be like, what's up? You want to fight or go get a drink? Okay, fine. You know?
That's how we met.
I know. It's crazy. I will see. I'll see which one I want to do it on because I was still kind of pissed about that packaging.
Or out of like I've seen some people like speaking of like whatnot. I don't care either way, but some of my fellow creator friends like they've gotten exclusives with like store name variants. People are like limited edition to like 50. They'll just fucking smush the comic up and be like, yeah, fuck them. And I'm like, whoa. Even though it's worth $100, $200, like I don't support them. So just like destroy a comic, I guess. I'm not saying I support drama. I'm just saying I find it entertaining.
It's like Kitty says.
Yeah. Like people take this shit to at the end of the day, it's just a hobby of something that's not real. It doesn't really concern you or impact you. These are fake fucking characters, and you need to get out of the mindset of these are real figments of your imagination. It's just stories that we enjoy. That's all.
It's like watching a Twitter thread between people just like wholly going crap over things. And
Sometimes I'll check out the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
tired. I'm tired.
Bo's having withdrawals right now. His eyes. He's like, Twitter drama.
No.
I will see what I drop for indie comics.
Yeah, taking more breaks from Twitter just really helps, and it's I cringe every time I see it now. It's like I start seeing
somebody being mean when I said that.
What?
When I first said that, I'm like, you need to get the fuck off Twitter. And you're like, no. And then you're like, slowly pulling back. You're like, 1 day, 2 days. You're like, social media break for a week. I'm like, good for you.
I start with Sundays, and then I'm going to extend it. But yeah, it's very helpful because it's kind of like crazy because every time I open it up, I roll my eyes now.
Like I check out like if anybody DMs me, whatever's in my personal timeline, if someone mentions me, and I just post my shit, get off, and then I'll check out like Wario64 and Cheap Ass Gamers, and that's about it, or whatever I'm looking for that week, and then I just get the fuck off it. I can't.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing. So, all right.
All right, guys. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will be back next week with more manga news and anime. Next Tuesday. So for now, I want to say good night, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Later.